Hi, Soul Family. This is Janine, your Celestial Messenger, here to give you a message. First, I wanted to let you know that we're in the full moon of Scorpio. That has to do with death and transformations. Sometimes you have to give something up to get something. So that's what's going on in the skies right now. Also, I wanted to let you know that you must grieve to receive, and nothing illuminates that more than the Scorpio full moon on May 1st, 2026. The Taurus sun builds, the Scorpio moon destroys. And to build the right life, you have to be willing to let the wrong one fall apart. And this full moon is all about shedding what is no longer aligned for you or what no longer serves you. To open up space for what will support your growth. While this Scorpio full moon squares Pluto, starting obsession and power struggles, it also trines Jupiter in Cancer and the North Node in Pisces, reminding us that this release is not random. It is definitely divinely guided by the divine. Full moons are as emotional as is. And with this full moon in the sign of its fall, your emotions are going to be intensifying and exaggerating even more so during Scorpio full moon on May 1st. Scorpio is about crisis energy. So the beginning of May can be timed with physical, emotional, or spiritual crisis, whether it's a deadline, a sudden illness, a powerful revelation of some sort of meltdown. There may be an intense situation requires you to face a fear or unearth your courage. Lean on the Taurus sun for grounding energy and take things one step at a time. This full moon in Scorpio, May 2026, is exact on the same day as Mercury conjunct Chiron, which could bring a negative self-talk. So please be wary, don't talk to yourself negatively. Let your inner script build you up rather than to tear you down. Okay? So you're to make way to grieve to receive during this season. But that being said, tonight I'm going to give you hopefully a full moon reading. This is my full moon. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, darn. Let me show you my full moon. And my full moon. Okay. Can't put it over here. Maybe, but you still won't be able to see it. Anyway, let's just get back to the reading. I do plan on giving you a really beautiful reading tonight. I'm going to use the Kepler Oracle cards, the fortune telling deck. I'm probably going to pull about 5 of those, kind of to give the energy, the feeling. We're going to use the Tabala tarot cards, Beyond the Fog and Shade. I really like those. And your final card will be from Ganesha, Whispers of the Lord Ganesha, because you're probably going to need some grounding at this time to get through this full moon, this energy. It's going to be very intense. It's about death and transformations. So, that being said, let's call in spirit and cleanse energy. I'm glad to have you, Soul Tribe. Please remember, some or all may not resonate with you at this time. These are timeless readings, and you can come back at a later date, and possibly the reading will fit towards your needs. Okay. Also, I hope you're all doing very well. This is May 3rd. A little bit, behind a little bit as far as the full moon, but we're still in the full moon energy. We will be here for the next few days. So you may feel like that you're losing something or that you've lost something. And at this time, you may be feeling a little down. But something is going to come as a revelation to you. And, sometimes things had to end. You're not sure why at this time of your life. But remember, it is divinely guided. Okay? Let's see. What else do I want to tell you? I had some messages myself, you know, why I had to let go of something or somebody. And the images that I got from my higher self or the divine or even my ancestors or my angels, they showed me a picture of a person, and this person was fragmented, like a Picasso painting, you know, where his nose was down by his feet, and, you know, it's just all a mess. So I took that as a major sign and I walked away. Okay? That's all there is to it. I was told, you need to move and you need to move now. And so I said, all right, that's what I got to do, then that's what I got to do. I don't know why I was told that, but I did definitely listen to the divine, all the messages. And I do not feel bad about what happened anymore. I'm healed. I'm still on a healing journey, just like you guys. And it has been a very positive move for me. I moved from Northern California now. I'm kind of in the middle on the coast now. The people are magnificent here. They're beautiful people. Um, I've never ran into such positive energy in all of my life. It's just like doors are swinging open for me left and right, like you'd never believe. It's like my whole life transformed. Once I just got rid of this 1 to 2, 3 people in my life, okay? Once I decided, okay, I have to move. So I took a leap of faith, and here I am in the most beautiful place you could even imagine. It's almost like a fairy tale land. I walk outside, and there's flowers everywhere. So miracles do happen. You know, I was in a pretty nasty situation, and all I could say is I thank the divine every day from getting me out of the abyss, and that's exactly how I felt. I felt like my soul was being taken from me. I literally did, and it was a very uncomfortable feeling, but now I'm starting to feel whole and complete. But that being said, let's get on with the reading. I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, you guys may be going through something. I also had to go through something, but I just took a leap of faith because and was being obedient to the divine, and I just did what he told me to do. So here we go. Let's call in the divine, and then we'll say our prayers. Holy Spirit and the divine, we ask that you continue to guide us and protect us. We ask that you give us insight and guidance on our current situations. We ask that you lift the veil of falseness and reveal that which is hidden from us. And we thank you for your blessings, your wisdom, your power, and your work in our lives. We also ask that all monitoring spirits go deaf and blind during this reading, and to please source the divine. God, please give us the most accurate reading that we could possibly get. We also want to give gratitude for everything that you do provide us for, especially at these trying times right now. We don't know what's going on in the world. We're all in a state of confusion at this time, but we do want to give you gratitude for our homes, our families, our friends, our animals, which we call family, and all the wonderful food that you provide for us upon the earth, all the clean, sparkling, clean, beautiful water that you give to us that feeds our souls. And that being said, in Jesus Christ's name, amen. Okay. Yeah. First up, I want to see what the energy is kind of like. Excuse me, I have allergies right now, but not going to stop me from giving you guys a reading. I really enjoy reading, so I'm happy that you're all here with me. Please like, subscribe, share the video. It helps me continue giving you readings. Also, I have a Cash App and a PayPal account down below if you're on a phone in my description of my channel. And that just helps me buy more cards or other things that I could use to give more accurate readings for you all. Let's cleanse energy. Let's get 5 cards from the Kipper deck. Let's see who is coming into your life. Who is coming in for my Soul Tribe members? The collective. Remember, this is a collective reading. It's a small deck. So we're going to put these up here. Is there any more cards in there? Oh, it's a small deck. Okay. What is the messages that the Soul Tribe needs to know at this time? Is there messages for my Soul Tribe from the Divine? Could you please show us some messages? That one almost wanted to come out. Okay. It looks like you may get unexpected income if you listen to the messages that are coming at you right now. 2 plus 7 is a 9. 9 is about attainment, fulfillment, and something coming in to fruition. Might be a will because somebody's in bad health. I'm not sure who. But, you know, it could be a will from this unexpected income, or just somebody's not feeling very good. For example, myself, I got some terrible allergies going on right now, but that's all right. You've had a coffin. You've laid something to rest. This is 10. This is a completion. 10s are always about renewal, completion, and end of a cycle. So you're ending something. We can see that right now. And you're getting blessed by the universe now. You might want to go to the doctor and make sure everything's okay. Or even your child. Okay, that is a 9. And that's attainment and being fulfilled. It's also somebody might have to do with a child that's in bad health. So you might want to take your child to the doctor. Or a child could be in the mix of a relationship. I hope your children are okay, though. I will pray. Make sure that all children are okay. And you're expecting possibly this income. Unexpected income. It is a blessing from the universe, though. 27 equals 9. That's attainment that's being fulfilled. 31 is a 4. That has to do with structure, stability. So somebody might be feeling unstable right now because they're in bad health. A 10 is a completion of a cycle. 18 is another 9. So your child is bringing in you some happiness right now at this time. And you are in the mode of expecting something or somebody. Only you'll know, but we're going to get some more information from the other cards. I did a card reading earlier and a lot of swords came out. When I really got to thinking about it, it might have been somebody who was in their head, not necessarily one of my Soul Tribe members. But I can't go fix it now. So, with the 27, unexpected income. Here we see the significant giving a coin to the needy in front of the house, which is a card 20. It doesn't seem like a lot to the giver, but it signifies a significant amount to the recipient. Literally, it's a small sum from an unexpected source. For example, a surprise work bonus, a small billing error you fix, a reduction in your gas bill, bonus cell phone minutes. It's not going to be that large at the moment. Not as large as the sudden wealth card, 11. But the unexpectedness leads to the notion of suddenly, swiftly, surprisingly. Traditionally, the card shows some bills and papers on the table, leading to the idea of small bonds, notes, payments, household accounts, offers, purchases, invoice, and checks. Something lucky occurs around everyday finance activities, such as a raise or unexpected money from work or investments. Traditionally, this is also the card for formal contracts requiring a signature. Timing is usually within 2 weeks. This card signals a sudden unexpected change and improvement. This can concern many aspects of your life, including an unexpected message in love matters, or an invitation or a message to go someplace with somebody that you like. It may also describe a promotion or an unexpected recognition. And of course, this card predicts improvement in money matters. So, an unexpected gratification or an award. Okay? And that's probably because you're grieving by letting something go and you're getting a gift from the universe. You got to grieve to receive. Remember that from the full moon energy. Bad health. Bad health pictured here is a patient in a bare bones public ward on a hard iron bed with thin blanket while the nurse checks his chart. Literally, it means poor health, a cold, a minor illness, or a sprain. This card indicates sickness, depression, addictions, or problems. It's time to rest and to recover now. You should retire to do nothing. Bad health can indicate a patient's room, bed rest, or medical treatment. In love matters, it can indicate problems in a relationship, accompanied by feelings of powerlessness. At a professional level, it describes a temporary break in the form of an illness or inability to act. So you might be having low energy right now, which is kind of normal going through a transformation. But remember, it will subside. But I would definitely get a checkup. You are ending a cycle. The coffin card is a 19. 10 is completions. This is a neutral to challenging card, depending heavily on those around it. Here we see the inside of a chapel lit through stained glass windows. The sun illuminates a rose design, the flower notably present throughout the deck. The carved mahogany coffin on a simple bearer is bathed in a soft candlelight. This card represents a box, a trunk, a drawer, a chest, or something closed. More abstractly, it refers to what is nailed shut, over, finished, done, and final. Whatever it is, it's behind you now, so let go and move on. Whether other challenging cards are near, consider anger, rage, destruction, and malice as possibilities. It's time to say goodbye now. This may concern all areas of life, or maybe a relationship that has ended, or retirement from a job. It's time to accept this transformation, even if it's hard. Adjust to the changes that are happening in your life. So something in your life may be ending, but remember, the universe, once you grieve to receive, is going to give you a blessing. Okay? Your next card is 18. That equals a 9. Child. We meet this happy, charming child in tradition frilly clothes, clutching her beloved stuffed bunny in a Victorian nursery right out of Mary Poppins. In keeping with the time period when all children wore ruffles and petticoats, this card could mean any child. More abstractly, it represents innocence, being naive, the new, the simple, and the small. This contrasts with high honor card, which can mean tall. I also like using it for spring, which we are in spring right now. The flowers are blooming, so that means that you are also blooming. So you're coming out of hibernation and now you're blooming. You're like a blooming rose. Okay. This card may indicate a child or children, your childhood, or an inner child. In many cases, it shows a new beginning. This can be a new project, a new job, or a new love. We all start small. We are all beginners in this dance of life. So venture to complete a restart. So you're being asked right now to restart. You're asked to putting something to death and restart. You might want to take your inner child out for a play. You might want to go play in the dirt, garden. You might want to go build a sandcastle. You might just go out and hug a tree, Just get outside and play with that inner child, because she's calling or he's calling you to come out and play. The child represents a fresh start. Something new, small, cherished, or a little child, literally a child. Its meaning of new or small can describe nearby cards. Expectation. Oh my goodness, so somebody might be pregnant here. Congratulations if you're pregnant, okay? You might be having a child. Somebody in the collective is. Your next card is 5, and that has to do with conflicts, changes, and some instability. So, even though you're not really feeling stable right now, you might feel a little zapped. You know, you might feel a little anxious because of all these changes that are occurring in your life, but it's divinely guided. Something has to end so that something new can begin, okay? So remember that. 28 is a 10 card too. It's a completion. So, looks like you have new beginning and completion of an old cycle. So you have a new cycle that wants to come in. So let the old cycle go. Expectation. Here we meet a resigned and slightly sober lady gazing out the wide window over a misty orchard. Church bells toll in the background. Is that a locket dangling from her lace choker, hanging a picture of her friend? Yes, she is waiting with clasped hands. Literally, this card means a pause, a waiting period. No forward motion. More abstractly, it's a time for observation, reflection, and contemplation, thinking things through. Patience and not action. Let events ripen of their own accord. Traditionally, this card is associated with a 3-month waiting period. So something that you might be expecting coming might come in within 3 months. Like, for example, if it's new love, might come in around 3 months, okay? If it's a new job, the time is about 3 months. This card describes all your expectations, wishes, and hopes. It also makes clear that you should be patient in order to reach your goal. Like if you're looking into going back to school, just know that you're on your right path and be patient. It will happen. Your goals are going to happen. So hang on. It's kind of like a timeout period though right now. They want you to be patient and wait. Since your situation is more dependent on the outside world, they want you to be patient. In love, it can indicate you're wishing for a partner and still have to wait. In professional matters, you should be patient as time is working for you, not against you. Although this is a card of longing, it advises waiting rather than focusing on the issue. It's best to let things happen in their own time. It's sometimes referred to as 3 months patience, or it could be even referred to as divine timing. Okay, I know people don't like when they hear that. Oh no, it's divine timing. Oh no, I don't know how long that'll be. Within 3 months, usually is when things could start rolling in. But it looks like you're gonna get a little breaky there with your bills. Just something out of the blue is gonna come in for you. Pay raise, a bonus. Somebody gives you a little extra money. You're getting a gift from the universe for grieving. You got to grieve to receive. And you're going through a death and rebirth, so there's a transformation going on here. You're kind of getting out of an old cycle. You might be feeling a little, weak, a little tired, ran down a little bit. But that's perfectly normal for what's going on right now in the energy. To feel a little bit out of sorts. Yesterday, oh my gosh, I didn't think I was going to be able to make it yesterday, but I did. I was feeling just burnt out, tired, and I was like, man, is this ever going to slow down for me? But it did. Okay, so let's get some other cards going on right here. Let's get some other messages. Let's find out. And I think my cat wants out. Yeah, my cat wants out, darn it. I'm just going to go open the door real quick for her. Okay, I'll leave a cards right here. You want to go out? Okay. She actually talks. Her name's Baby, and she says out. So that's how I knew she wanted to go out. Okay, well, Soul Tribe, here we go. Divine, what messages do you have that I could tell to my Soul Tribe today? I just got this new deck of cards. I like them because I could also do a thought reading with them. That's why I got them, basically, so I could do a thought reading. All right, let's see what your first card out is. First card out is Ace of Cups. Someone wants to come in and offer you some love. And that's after you've closed out a cycle. Remember, you got to grieve to receive, okay? Somebody wants to offer a cup of love. That energy right there is emotional. It's related to the water element. And then has to do with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Energy. We're talking about energy here. Oh my goodness. You have a Two of Wands. When this cup of love comes, or a cup of emotion, the Two of Wands suggests that you might be in your head a little bit. You might overthink, but don't overthink it because it is a gift. It's right underneath the unexpected income. So it's going to be a gift from the universe. It might make you stuck in your head a little bit. Okay? You have the Four of Swords. That is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, but you have two aces out here. I mean, two. You have Four of Swords and Wands. So you got Wands is fire, action. Swords is about thoughts, processes, has to do with communication. So fours are usually about stability, structure, and manifestation. So possibly something that you're manifesting is coming in. Or the Four of Swords is needing to take a break. It's usually the man laying on a bed. He has three swords that he's looking at, and he's kind of tapping on another sword in the Reader Waite tarot cards. So, you know, you might need to rest for a little bit, especially if you're ending something. Your next card out is a Nine of Swords. So this also has to do with your thought processes. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is more like a wounded warrior. Yeah, you might be in a wounded warrior energy. Something happened that felt a little betrayed. It could have had you on your back, you know, feeling a little depressed. But that's okay, you know. It's hard to go through these things when you're going through it. But what's happening right now is something is going away so that something better can come. It's working for you, not against you. Okay, so you might still be in your thoughts a little bit. Your next card out is the Cups, the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of opportunities. Could be opportunity in love. It could be, you know, something fulfilling. It could be an opportunity in, you know, job. Could be opportunity in schools. So that is a Seven of Cups. Sevens are usually about taking an assessment, gaining more knowledge about a situation, and reflecting about it. But also Seven of Cups. It's the Seven of Cups with different things inside of them in the Reader Waite cards. So it's about having a lot of options that are they're being handed to you from the divine. Okay, your next card out. Oh, we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it upside down. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands Eight's having to do something with your work. It's reversed. It's about mastery, accomplishments, and taking action. Like I said, you might be feeling a little tired right now, so you might be feeling a little bit out of sorts. So I wouldn't be too bothered about that yet. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. I'm trying to look at it through my mind's eye here. I know the Seven of Wands, you're blocking somebody. So, the Eight of Wands, yeah. We're going to look that one up for sure. But I know it has something to do with taking action. Maybe you're not taking action on a certain situation that could have you in emotional fulfillment. But it does say that you might need some patience. So don't worry about that either. Your next card out is Six of Coins. So maybe something from your past is bothering you that you have to let go. But if you have to let it go, that's okay, because something better is going to come in. Because it's all divinely guided. Oh, the Knight of Wands showed up. Knight of Wands might be in your energy, might be who you are, or who's coming towards you, is a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands isn't necessarily somebody that you could really trust too much. The reason why I say that is he's a knight. He's not a king. He's not an emperor. And he's not a hierophant. He is a knight. Knights are a little bit rather immature. They kind of like to, especially this knight, he's a Knight of Wands. He acts with his passion. He doesn't come here for a long time. He comes in for a short time. For a good time. Okay? He's all about, he comes in with the fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So, we'll see what's going to happen with him. You might be having to, fives, change stability, wands, as fire. So, change in stability, your structure. He might have had something to do with the uprooting of your structures or your stability. He might have brought conflict in also. That's what the cards are showing me. So it's usually a bunch of wands up in the air where people they're supposed to be practicing, but when it's reversed like this, they're not practicing. It is an argument, it's a conflict. So might have got you in your head a little bit. I can see that right here with four wands. You probably were on your back, a little bit depressed in your head, thinking, why is this happening? You felt like you were the wounded warrior. But just know this, that what is coming in is the Princess of Coins. She's the Queen of Coins, but it's reversed. So this person may be wanting to talk to you because they need money. It's just what I see. Even though they hurt you. They might want to bring some guilt your way. Make you feel guilty about something. Possibly leaving behind. This person behind. But we're gonna clarify this stuff, okay? So I'm gonna shuffle again. Let's see. Source, can you please tell me why is the Ace of Cups here with the Eight of Wands? And then I'm going to go through all of this with you guys, okay? I mean, I should already, but the Eight of Wands. Let me look that up real quick. I could see it in my mind's eye. I know it's an energy of fire, so that has to do with passions or an action. So let me just make sure real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't see this card. It's about speed. It's about something moving really fast. Sudden movement, a push from the universe, rush towards completion. And it also means take flight, or it could mean communication. So maybe this Knight of Wands wants to come in with some fast communication. Six of Coins has to do with something in the past. Let's see. The Five of Wands, of course, is about conflicts. Fighting arguments. Conflict, clash of ideas. Completion, you're completing a cycle. Concentrated effort. A lot of tension is in the air. So, Princess of Coins has to do with the Queen of Coins. So, the Queen of Coins is very stable, very well off. He may be feeling a little bit unstable right now, may need a loan or some cash. Okay, so that's what we see right now. All right, so why is Ace of Cups here for my collective? Let's see if we got any cards that just jump out at us. Why is the Ace of Cups under the Eight of Wands here for the collective at this time, for my soul tribe? Could you please clarify? There it is. Five of Coins. Does have to do with some money matters. Oh my goodness, this is about somebody who feels like they've been left out in the cold, but when it's reversed, they might come in wanting a rebound. Could also mean health restored, or a new mindset, or possibly somebody is in rehabilitation. You know, you guys might be giving up an addiction. But actually this card is about coming out of the cold. So maybe they want to come out of the cold. This Knight of Wands. Okay? So, let's see here. Can we get some more information about the Two of Wands? You've put your wands up. About something in the past. Twos are about unity, balance, and partnerships. It doesn't look like you don't want to have something to do with your past, especially somebody who might be in bad health. So could you give us some clarification of the Two of Wands, please, with the Six of Coins? Oop, there it goes. Okay. Because you have an Emperor coming in. So I wouldn't focus too much on this Knight of Swords here, because the Emperor is a very good man. He's very just. He's very wise. He's somebody who you could trust. He doesn't lie. He wants to take care of everything that is under his control. He's a good man. He's a very good man. He's a court card. He's the divine masculine. Personal power, stable order, structures, and boundaries. So you're asked to have boundaries right now at this time with this Knight of Swords. Somebody who is in and out of your life. The Emperor represents the sense of expanse, structure, and order of the cosmos, expressed as the divine masculine. The Emperor says that the present situation is a great opportunity to bring yourself into a radiant personal power, become deeply engaged with creating a sense of order and stability that provides your life with a basis for continued evolution and growth. The Emperor affirms this is a period of building or mending the life structures that maintain the stability and integrity of your home. Okay? So if you're not with a partner, that's what that's meaning, that you possibly are in your emperor energy and you're trying to gain some stability, but you are with this unexpected income that's going to happen. Um, but if you're wondering about love, in relationships and friendships, the emperor invites the parties to reassess their boundaries or assert them as an act of mutual respect and love. So make sure that nobody crosses your boundaries. Make sure there's boundaries with people in your life. Boundaries work for you, not against you. Okay. Why did my collective have to go into a period of rest and possibly depression? Because that's what the Four of Swords is. It's being stuck in your thoughts and really thinking things over. Or why did one of my soul tribes persons, looks like a Knight of Wands, why are they in the Four of Swords energy? Could you please clarify that, please, for me, Source? Please. Is this person depressed because my soul tribe member moved on from him? Could you please give us some clarity? It's coming underneath the coffin, so maybe this cycle ended with a Knight of Wands. You might have got tired of somebody coming in and out of your life. You know, like you had the open door that was revolving all the time, and, you know, felt like your house was possibly a barn or something. You know, that's all I could say. That's kind of funny. Oh, wrong card came out. Darn it. Okay, we're going to keep going. See if we could get any more information. So yeah, that's what the Knight of Wands is all about. He gets easily distracted. He's on to the next shiny new little thing, you know. Nothing keeps his attention for that long. He likes shiny things and new. Okay, let's see. 7 of Coins. The 7 of Pentacles. You might have went in and taken an assessment of this person coming in and out of your life, or maybe he's taken an assessment of the ending that occurred, got him maybe in depression. But it is about taking assessments, planting rewards, having patience, waiting for results, planned effort, and gaining some wisdom. So you might have had to gain some wisdom, or maybe some wisdom was shown to you to close out a cycle, because it's right underneath the coffin. If you pull the 7 of Coins or Pentacles, you may be starting to see the results of your work, but it's reverse. So possibly this Knight of Wands is not seeing. It's doubting efforts, dissatisfaction, impatience, and limited success. So he possibly may be going through a period of doubting himself, maybe being dissatisfied of people coming at him. He's losing his patience with others because he has very limited success. Perhaps the soil is not ready, or different seeds need to be planted. Yeah. So possibly he didn't plant the proper seeds, or he didn't plant enough seeds with you and water it. And he might have planted some seeds with you, but he didn't water the situation. So, you know, you had to gain some, you took some assessment, and you could see, you know, you possibly was a little bit in your head, kind of feeling down on your luck yourself with the wands, that something had to change. You know, you didn't want somebody coming in and out of your life. But now, I think this person, whoever this person is, Knight of Wands energy, it could be masculine or feminine, they're now looking towards you because you're in the Emperor or Empress energy. You're able to gain your stability at this time. But they may be not reaping any rewards, not having any successes, trying to see how they could fix the matter at hand. So I would say this person does not have money. I feel it. I don't know why. They're going to want to come in and ask for money. Okay. So you have a Nine of Swords, which is kind of like a feeling depressed, and a Five of Wands reversed. Why is the Nine of Swords and Five of Wands reversed here? 9 and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 equals 5. 5 is about changes. So a major change took place. Possibly you had to move your family involved having children, possibly. Why is the Nine of Swords here with the Five of Wands for my soul tribe? Anything? Do you want to give us any kind of messages right now, Spirit? The Divine. The Divine. Oh. This is just a card I didn't take out. Oops. Okay, he threw that card out at me. Okay, well, any other messages? I should have taken them out. I'm sorry. Yep, there's a message. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Because the Knight of Coins is reversed. The Knight of Coins does not have money. Okay, definitely no money, nothing to offer. Maybe even paying your child support at this time, because it has something to do with the child underneath. Maybe missing the child though. So the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is usually somebody that's slow moving. But this is good. Acting with freedom. You're free now. However, it has been a slow process to gain some stability and get out of the depression. This person here may be lacking effort. Maybe an over-identification with work, too. They may be prior to having a priority with work. Or it could have a maybe it's underneath the child. Like I said, maybe you're not getting any child support at this moment. It kind of, would kind of feel like, backstabbing kind of energy. So possibly this Knight of Coins might owe you money. But they're going to be slow at paying you money. At this time, there's no grounding energy. It's not grounded. This person is not stable. This person lacks structure in their life, and their manifestations are not coming in. Like I said, they might be trying to hit you up for a loan. Okay. So, why is the Seven of Cups here? That's having options. With the Princess of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Cups here for the Princess of Coins? Can you give us any clarifications, please? Yeah, it did come out reverse. No, we'll read it reverse. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Something you're expecting. It's coming underneath expectations. Something that you're looking forward to. It's a fiery energy. It's action, passion. I do believe it is. This person might not be having any victory. This Knight of Wands is having no victories right now. No self-recognition, low effort. They might be putting in low effort, a lack of confidence, impulsiveness, and may have excessive pride and arrogance towards them. So, it is kind of giving you a warning about this person. If this person does contact you, because you are trying to work on your stability here, you're getting into your Emperor or Empress energy. You're working on manifestations. You're working on, some good things. You're trying to close out a cycle, possibly with this Knight of Wands. You might have a child by, or you may be expecting a child by a Knight of Wands, somebody who was in and out of your life, someone that just didn't provide any stability whatsoever, because they like to come and go. What they do in the meantime of seeing you, I don't know. As I had a person like that too. Okay. I don't know. All I know is I was told to move away from it. So I did what I was told. I used my intuition, and that's the message I got, was to move away. And that's what I suggest right now. Grieving, losing this person, so you could start receiving something better. Once you get this person out of your energy, poof, things are going to change just like that, okay? Go outside, play with your inner child, get grounded. You're going to have some unexpected income coming in. This person may be experiencing bad health. There is an end to this situation. There's another end to this situation, because this equals 10, this equals 10. Yeah, we got a lot of sadness going on here. So mostly I see the energies of Wands, a lot of fire and passion. Of course, that kind of makes sense because we're in the fire horse year. It's called the fire horse year. It's also the age of Aquarius. So maybe this person has some outdated thinking. So that's what I see so far. So let's get a little bit more clarifications with Beyond the Fog. So you are putting an end to a cycle, and a new one will be beginning in its place. You're kind of releasing the old and letting the new come in. And I think the old has to do with the Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. At least that's what the cards say. Somebody who has that in their chart. Kind of an in and out person. It's okay. Yeah. Remember, it's happening for you, not against you. You might have had to learn some lessons along the way, but my collective learned and is ready to release anything that no longer serves them. I know that to be true. Okay, so let's see if we could get beyond the fog and shade. Energies. Is there anything else the divine wants to tell my collective, my soul tribe? Anything else? You can tell I've been shuffling these a lot. You're shuffling the wrong way. Let's see. See, I couldn't get them to bend. Okay, we're gonna pull a few cards. Justice is coming. Because of this in and out person was probably being indecisive, didn't know what the heck they wanted to do with you. So you will be having justice. That is your unexpected income probably. The scales are being balanced. And it seems like a lot of fiery energy. Spiritual rooting is necessary. So maybe go out into nature. Sevens has to do with reflecting. And a 9 has to do with fulfillment and attainment and bringing something into fruition. So you, at this time, you're being asked to go out and ground yourself. You get your hands dirty, go outside, talk to a tree, hug a tree, reflect. It's a time period to have patience with yourself, okay? Because you had to transform. You had to let something go so something new could come in. They may want to take you to court, and you being the defendant are going to turn out to be innocent. The scales of justice are going to turn in your favor. Breaking the mirage, clearing the fine fog, the mist. So something may be brought to your attention, or you might have a revelation about something, and that will help you out in a court case. And they might have something to do with child support. It's just something I think. I don't know. And your last card. Don't be fooled. Tricks, misleading, mental traps. So if this person does want to come call you with this past energy, this Knight of Swords, I would suggest to not be fooled. They could be baiting you because they want to take you to court. I don't know. So just be wise. Think before you speak to this person. They don't look like they have much to offer anyway. You know, no stability, in and out, no cash, maybe even in poor health. That's what I see. They may want your, what would you say? Not your gift, but a handout. A helping hand. That's the word I'm trying to look for. They may be coming in and asking for a helping hand from you at this time. But remember, you're going through a death and transformation. You're grieving to receive during the Scorpio new moon. That's the energy in the field right now. So I would not take any risk right now with anybody with any money. If somebody wants to come in and ask you for any money, a loan, or I just would refrain from doing that. Of course, unless you know that somebody will definitely repay you. The only person I could count on that will repay me for sure is my brother. I only had to ask him one time for a loan, but he was happy to give it to me. And paid him back before I was supposed to pay him back. So I would never hurt anybody financially. I try not to hurt anybody emotionally either, but you know, sometimes it happens. And all we could do is try to make amends. So, that being said, we're going to get a card for the ending of this from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Let's see. Cleanse energy. So, we're in Scorpio moon. At this time, you want to say to yourself, I achieve. It's having ambitions, wisdom, more structure and discipline in your life. I also have an affirmation that I wanted to read to you too. I'll have to go grab that. I left it over at my other table. The kitchen table. This is kind of like my desk area, my tarot card area. So it won't take me long to go grab it. But it's today's affirmations too. I want to, before I close this out, I want to go grab that for you. Something to think about. Okay, let's cut the deck one time. We do not read these reversed. They're just messages from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. He is linked to the earth. It's time to surrender. Number 2. 2s are creating balance in your life, unity, creating, just an equilibrium in your life structure. But I'll be right back. I do want to go grab that affirmation. So just give me 1 second. Good thing I went. My cat wanted to come in. I shut the door. Okay, I do have the affirmations, but I do want to read you Nation number 2. It does say surrender. I don't know if you could see that. I hope you could see that card. I know the light is terrible, terrible here. If I put it over here. There you go. It says surrender number 2. And we're just gonna shed some light on that card. Okay, this is from Ganesha. I know that you're probably going through some kind of transformation, so I do want to make sure I give you an affirmation. Surrender. In the state of deep sleep, manifestations take root. Oh, you see Ganesha's taking a nap. So cute there. Here's a chance for rest and recovery. Well, didn't the moon say that? It said that you should have patience and rest. So here's a chance for rest and recovery after the challenges of various lessons that have recently been coming your way. Ganesha is offering you the option to retreat into a calm environment to replenish your energy and regain your composure. There is a need to stabilize your energy and recognize that you have been wrapped up in a stress-filled time. Brief periods of respite will enable you to improve your energy levels and concentration, as well as bring greater peace to your heart. This will set you up to start anew. No matter how big the task you are involved in, times of recovery, including a good night's sleep, are important to heal the body and rest your mind back to positivity. Regardless of what you are facing, Ganesha is gently reminding you to surrender this challenge for a while. You could take time for yourself, knowing that when you are ready, the task will be there for you. If you're trying to make a decision or a change, this may not be the best time. Give yourself a much-needed break and decide once you have a clearer head. I'm asking you to have some patience with yourself in any task that you have, to take a little breather, make sure you have some patience, get plenty of rest at this time. You know, it's about reflecting. It's a time for reflection. It's time for renewal. Remember, you want to grieve to receive. Okay, that is one affirmation right there. You need to grieve to receive. You got to let go of something that is no longer serving your higher purpose, so that you could receive something that is far more better, that is divinely guided at this time. Okay, this is an affirmation, and I'll try to say it slow in case you want to write it down. I embrace my emotions and nurture my relationships, creating a loving and secure environment for myself and others at this time. I am the creator. Okay? So that is your affirmation. You can even probably write that down. I am the creator of my world. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And please do take care of yourselves and get plenty of much needed rest. Have patience with yourself. The energy out is kind of crazy. You know, it's asking you to reflect on certain things and to release, let go, so something new and improved and better could come in, because it's coming. It just might take a little patience on your part. So at this time, just, you know, let it be. Especially your manifestations. You know, throw it out there to the universe and don't think about it anymore. Just know that you're being heard. And that being said, I have to say goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, Soul Tribe. I enjoyed giving you a reading.